Mr. Reed, good to have you back.
Well, I'm surprised I am back, Kyle. I mean, after our last video didn't go as well as I thought you fired me.
What do you mean didn't go as well as you thought?
I thought Tom Waits would hit like 100,000 views.
Welcome to the life of a YouTuber, Dad. Today we are listening to one of my favorite bands, like actually my favorite band of all time.
I think you say that every time we listen to one of your bands.
This is actually my favorite band of all time. It's called Animal Collective.
I've heard of these guys.
You have?
Not a chance.
Oh. Strawberry Jam.
That was ugly looking strawberry jam.
So the first song is called Peacebone.
Favorite band of all time?
Of all time.
It sounds like a bunch of crickets on meth.
What are you thinking so far?
Yeah, I like the writing sessions must be really interesting. I'm trying to figure out what any of this means.
It's pretty catchy. I like the chorus a lot. The chorus is really catchy.
How big are these guys?
They're pretty big for like the style of music that they make, I think.
And what style is this?
Like experimental music. Hold on, you're gonna love this part.
Yeah, so somebody decided they were going to do that, and the other three guys went, absolutely, that's what we're looking for. That sound right there. Okay, there's some catchiness to it. Well, we should repeat this a lot of times. And now the big ending, they lied. They're not showing how often they're singing this over and over again. Like the lyrics aren't...
They didn't want to write it out. All right, that was the first track, Peacebone. What did you think?
I have no idea what any of it means. It was kind of catchy. The crickets on meth's an interesting way to start. So if I ask you what the song means, what's the song mean?
Well, I think that they like to play a lot with like the nostalgia of childhood and stuff like that. And this song is kind of in that same vein of like these guys are all grown up and they are kind of longing for those like childhood feelings and stuff like that. Like an obsession with the past is like a dead fly. Bet the monster is happy when we made him amazed.
When I look back, that explanation makes a little bit of sense. The Peacebone, Bonefish stuff, I don't know, but that's fine.
So the next song is called Chores. No, Unsolved Mysteries. So yeah, you'll notice a lot of like random sounds in the background. It's like all this samples and stuff.
A lot of sampling.
You okay?
I'm just cracking up. I'm sad. I remember those days.
The vocals are great. I love the vocals in the band. What's up?
Is it green eyes and black eyes?
Green eyes, black eyes, dead eyes.
What?
Big twist, isn't it? Bet you weren't expecting that one, huh? Plot twist.
Definitely a plot twist. Was that just to get people's attention? Or he's trying to say that Jack the Ripper was a human being too?
Maybe that. I don't know.
That's weird.
Well, there's another, not by this band, but there is a song of a guy named Sufjan Stevens, and he compares himself to John Wayne Gacy Jr.
Well, Jack the Ripper was a really bad guy, and John Wayne Gacy Jr. was a really bad guy. Yeah. And comparing yourself to either or making them sound like they were normal human beings is weird.
All right, the next song is called Chores.
Your favorite thing?
Yeah. The vocals are good in this one. I love the vocals. If I say too bad.
Oh, that's funny. We get it. You're stoned. It's like you want to walk in the room and get them paranoid. You know people are watching, right? Where are we heading with this? Now we're getting higher, or we're coming out of being high?
What were you staring at?
Zoning out? It's kind of cool.
So the band has like two main vocalists.
No, they got great ranges. I get it. You're high and you can talk, and then you can't talk. And you sit there and zone out and you can't say a word anymore because you took too much pot, and you're letting us see what that experience is like by listening to your music. Cool. So here's my story. All right, so growing up, all the kids had to work in the yard. From the age of like 8 or 9, they had to go work in the summer in the yard. And when Kyle was 13, his job was to cut roses. He'd put his bottle of water on one side of the property, cut a rose on the other side of the property, then he'd walk over to get his drink of water, and then he'd walk back and cut another rose, and then he'd walk back to his glass of water. And he did this like 4 hours a day for the summer. The next summer, I said, Kyle, here's your job, buddy. I bought you 2 sledgehammers, and there's a big pile of rocks over there. You're going to break those big rocks into small rocks. What do you need the rocks from? I don't need the rocks. What am I going to do with the rocks? Nothing. Why am I doing this? Because you're lazy. So all summer long, he had to break big rocks into small rocks for 4 hours a day.
Yeah, so those were my chores for the summer. And, you know, I think it instilled a good work ethic into me because look where I am now. The next song is for Reverend Green. This is a great song.
Oh, great.
I think you might like this song a lot. Really cool sounds, eh?
It's a different sound.
Yeah, like the guitar
I
effects.
don't know what it is.
I think it's like just a bunch of effects on guitars. At least like the.
So it's not a synth?
I think it's a combination
It's
of
like
guitars.
it's too. It's almost too. There's no length to it, so I don't know if it's a guitar. Yeah, I actually like this song.
Yeah. The way like he jumps from different octaves is crazy. Like.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, actually, this is a good song. I feel like Reverend Green did him wrong somewhere in his life. Like, it's definitely not a, hey, Reverend Green, I love you. You did an awesome thing. You're a great guy. So what is it? For Reverend Green is intentionally misheard lyric Reverend and Green, which unrealistically deals with transience. Avery contrasts the miserable lifestyles that are perpetuated by the adult society to the oblivious joy and carelessness that is seen in the childlike innocence. I mean, that's part of it, but why Reverend Green?
Urban Dictionary says that it's another term for cannabis, but I've never heard that used in my life.
It could be cannabis.
It could be cannabis.
Okay, that would make more sense if it was cannabis. Because it was really awkward if it's a guy who touched him who's a reverend.
All right, the next song is called Fireworks, which is my favorite song off the album.
Wow, that voice moves all over the place. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
his voice is awesome.
It's a cool song. Nope. They can keep saying it over and over again. It still doesn't make any sense. This is really cool. Have you ever read the lyrics while you're playing the song? This is the only time you've done it.
Not like read them, but I know most of the lyrics just because I listened to it so many times.
If you're not reading them, it doesn't quite go through as making sense. Like, it makes more sense if you don't read them, because you're not trying to figure out what the hell he's saying. It's a great line. I can't lift you up because my mind's tired.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that was my favorite song off of the album.
It's a really cool song. It's a really cool song. I'm thinking that somewhere I lost space and time because you said this is my favorite song on the album, but I thought that was 3 songs ago.
Well, the whole album's great. I mean,
Hey, are we done?
no, there's more.
Okay.
Next song is number 1, I think. This might be my least favorite song on the album.
So we should skip it?
No, we're keeping it. Just because it's my least favorite doesn't mean it's not good. I forgot where this sound is from, but if I'm remembering it correctly, it's like from like an old
they like it.
computer or something.
They really like that song.
They do.
They like that sound. Like, they just, like, it's like, guys, 42 seconds of that. Oh, now we just changed it slightly. You know, it's like it's from Stranger Things. This is seriously, if this was in Stranger Things, you're like, that makes total sense. Nothing creepy about that.
So the person singing right now is named Panda Bear, and the other singer that is kind of like in the other songs, his name is A.B. Terror.
He's got a cool voice, and I don't have any clue what this song's about.
Yeah, this is probably one of their weirder songs, especially on the album.
It must have made some sense to him when he was on whatever he was on, but I mean, it's like, Can you imagine he's got a kid? He probably has a kid. I made this for you. It's like, what the hell is that, Dad? I'm supposed to share that with my friends? You want my friends to listen to this? Like, my dad did this?
The story goes, they got inspired for the sound of the album when Panda Bear was looking at a packet of strawberry jam on a flight.
It reminds me of the story how Billy Joel came up with the album Glass Houses. He was in his house, and a kid hit a baseball ball through his window. And he's like, man, if I lived in a glass house, the whole thing could be destroyed right now.
That's a better story, I think, than the...
Yeah, I made it up. It's not actually true.
So what do you think of number one?
I don't.
Yeah, there's not really much to think about with that song.
So he calls it number one. It's like, can you play your number one song?
Are you sure you want me to?
It's our number one song. We have our number one song. I'd do that. It's like, here's our weirdest song. I'm going to call it number one.
The next song is called Winter Wonderland, which is 'Tis the Season, you know?
It's actually not easy to sing that. That's a cool line. Okay, that's actually really fun.
Yeah, totally.
Fun. So people listen to this music when they're high.
Yeah, a lot of people will listen to this whole stoned and stuff like that.
So I'm picturing a bunch of guys stoned, listening to the album like, dude, snowmen are actually real. They're just shy. Snowmen aren't real.
Well, you never know. Have you ever tried to like put a camera on one far away to see if it would come alive? Like maybe it's like a Toy Story scenario.
Push one down and they fall and they break.
Well, dude, you can't do that if you don't know if they're alive or not, because you could just be killing an innocent snowman.
There's no such thing as an innocent snowman.
Next song is Cuckoo Cuckoo. You don't seem too jazzed about this one.
It's kind of a sad song. Not a bad song, it's a sad song.
I'm surprised you're not like put off from all the noise that's happening in these songs. It doesn't seem to be bothering you too much.
What is that supposed to mean? Like I'm old and loud noises bother me?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
First of all, you think I'm old?
Oh yeah, you're like pretty old. You're getting up there.
So loud noises scare old people?
Well, I would assume they're not used to or open to that type of music. I was assuming that you wouldn't be used to that type of music.
You want to
Kind of doesn't have
you want a
anything to
shovel to help you dig that hole you're digging?
Kind of doesn't have to do with your,
You want
your
a
age or
shovel?
anything.
You want a
but
shovel to dig that hole a little deeper?
We'll just continue to the next song, which happens to be called Derek,
Oh shoot!
which is his son, my brother.
You had to think about that for a minute. How many more songs?
This is the last one.
Oh,
Derek is the last one.
wow! It went by so fast.
Would you ever listen to this again?
A couple songs are cool, but no.
You don't look impressed with this one.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really cool and not easy to sing. I mean, they got amazing voices, and
Yeah, amazing voices.
they could have called it Sean because I'm not sure what it has to do with a guy named Derek.
He came up. Did you not see this?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he
Derek.
came up.
Never, yeah, a kid like why Derek? I think Derek might have been Reverend Green's son.
That was Strawberry Jam by Animal Collective. What did you think?
I mean, they're very talented guys in music that I don't completely understand, but I can appreciate the vocals. And the sampling is really, really cool if you're into that kind of thing. For what they do it really well.
We might end up doing another Animal Collective album because of the fact that pretty much every album that they make is like has a completely different sound. Now, I think you might be shocked at what they can
Okay,
pull off.
I'm actually kind of curious if it doesn't sound like anything like this one.
So if you guys want to see us do another Animal Collective album, tell me which one in the comments. Thank you guys for watching.
Goodbye. Click subscribe and watch Kyle's new channel because it's actually really cool.